You rely on your legs for so many things. They carry you around the house, support you on your grocery runs, and let you enjoy the simple pleasure of strolling through your neighborhood. When you feel steady on your feet, you gain a sense of confidence. You might not think much about those two limbs until they start aching, feeling weak, or refusing to move as smoothly as before. The truth is, leg strength is crucial for daily life, and it influences how free and independent you feel. If your legs can't handle your usual pace, everything becomes a challenge. You might already try to do what's best for your health, believing that more vitamins are always better. You may have heard that supplements fill the gaps in your nutrition and keep you strong. But here's a twist. Some vitamins can be doing more harm than good, especially when it comes to leg strength. These aren't hidden exotic powders. They're common picks that get tossed into many shopping carts without a second thought. It's time to question whether you need them or if they're only holding you back. Before getting further, it's helpful to know where you're joining from. If you do get any value from this, a like and subscribe would mean a lot, especially if this topic speaks to you. Now let's explore the 5 vitamins that might be hurting your leg strength more than helping it. Your legs do not just rely on muscles to stay strong, they depend on a careful balance of nutrients, exercise, and proper rest. You might think that taking an extra dose of certain vitamins or minerals can only improve that balance, but too much of a good thing can disrupt your internal system. When you overlook the possible side effects, you may end up with slower recovery, unpredictable aches, or even weakened mobility. The aim here is not to scare you, but to guide you. Remember, this is not medical advice. Always talk with your doctor about any changes in your routine. It's important to recognize that everyone's body has distinct needs, and what works for someone else might not work for you. First up is vitamin A. This nutrient is celebrated for its role in vision, immune function, and overall health. Yet, an excess of vitamin A can lead to problems you might not see right away. It's especially easy to overdo it if you take a daily multivitamin plus a separate vitamin A supplement. Vitamin A is fat soluble, meaning your body stores it instead of flushing out what it doesn't use. This buildup might harm your bones and muscles, including those in your legs. You could experience joint aches or feel as though your legs are heavier than usual. Excess vitamin A can also lower your bone density, raising the risk of fractures. It's one thing to get vitamin A from natural foods like carrots or sweet potatoes, but a different story when piling on high-dose supplements without medical guidance. You might be taking extra vitamin A under the impression that it boosts your immune system or keeps your eyes in tip-top shape. While it does support healthy vision, you probably get enough from your diet. Many cereals and dairy products are fortified, so your daily meals already include more vitamin A than you may realize. Your body doesn't handle high doses of certain vitamins easily, so an overload can strain your liver and destabilize your system. You do need some vitamin A, but your legs may become weaker if you load up on supplements in hopes of quick improvements. The key is moderation. When you push your body to store more vitamin A than it can handle, you also open yourself to issues like dizziness, headaches, and nausea. These side effects can interfere with your ability to stay active, which then affects the strength in your legs. If you feel sluggish or unsteady, you may reduce your walking time or exercise less. Over time, that lack of movement chips away at leg strength. You might blame age or a busy schedule, but it could be partly linked to having too much of this nutrient. You also need to note that some prescription medications or health conditions intensify the risks of vitamin A overload. That's one more reason to check with your healthcare provider. Putting a pause on a high-dose vitamin A supplement could relieve you from hidden burdens. If you're worried about your vitamin A levels, a simple blood test can reveal whether you're low, normal, or high. It's important to address the root cause rather than adding more. If you already consume a balanced diet, chances are you don't need a separate vitamin A supplement. You can save yourself the trouble of worrying about toxicity and focus on strengthening your legs in safer ways. Next on the list is vitamin E. This supplement is often marketed as a powerful antioxidant. You might believe it's essential to slow aging or keep your heart healthy. While vitamin E does fight oxidative stress, it can be risky when taken in large amounts. It's also fat-soluble, so much like vitamin A, it can build up in your body if you go beyond recommended limits. This build-up may interfere with blood clotting, potentially leading to bruises and bleeding in your muscles. When you think about your legs, and that's a spot you want to protect, if your muscle tissues are compromised, you could face added pain and reduced strength. Vitamin E is found in nuts, seeds, and vegetable oils. These are common foods that many people enjoy every day. Taking an extra pill on top of an already sufficient diet can quickly lead to overdose. You might start to notice unusual fatigue or muscle weakness if your levels get too high. The tricky part is that you could feel these changes over time, so you might not connect them to your vitamin E supplement. Just because a label promises antioxidant benefits doesn't mean more is automatically better. Another important point is how vitamin E interacts with certain drugs, including blood thinners and medications for heart conditions. Combining high doses of vitamin E with these medicines can raise your risk for bleeding, which could also affect your ability to walk comfortably. If you're aiming to maintain strong, resilient legs, you don't want to mess with that balance. Piling on too much vitamin E, especially in supplement form, might actually hamper your body's natural processes. Sometimes, vitamin E can cause gastrointestinal issues too, like cramps or diarrhea. That, in turn, might keep you from staying active, whether it's a daily walk or a gentle exercise routine. Doctors often suggest getting vitamin E from your diet rather than supplements, unless you have a specific deficiency. If you decide to drop a high-dose vitamin E regimen, you might notice improved stability in how you feel day to day. It's also crucial to keep track of any other supplements you're taking that might contain vitamin E. Some multivitamins include it, and certain immune boost combos have hefty amounts. Being aware of those hidden sources can help you avoid problems, giving your legs a fair chance at staying strong. Ultimately, you can support your overall health while also cutting back on things that disrupt your muscle function. Another culprit to watch out for is vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine. It helps your body with brain development and supports the nervous system. You might also hear that it's beneficial for energy levels, but you could easily consume more than you need if you take B-complex tablets or energy-boosting supplements without checking the amounts. In large doses, vitamin B6 can harm your nerves and cause sensations like numbness, tingling, or burning, particularly in your hands and feet. If you end up with nerve issues in your legs, your walking stability can suffer. Over time, you could lose muscle strength simply because your legs don't get the right signals from your nerves. The recommended dietary allowances for vitamin B6 are not very high, so it's simple to exceed them. You may already get enough from fish, poultry, potatoes, and bananas. But supplement manufacturers sometimes include large amounts of B6 in their products, aiming to market them as energy boosters. You might see claims that B6 can make you feel more alert or help with mood regulation. Yet, the risk of nerve damage looms if you consistently take high doses. This is something you want to avoid when trying to protect your legs and maintain overall mobility. When your nerves are compromised, you may feel more hesitant to walk or exercise. That hesitation can result in less activity, which in turn weakens your leg muscles. It might feel like you're stuck in a cycle. Your legs are less stable, so you move less, and moving less leads to further loss of strength. You might attribute it to simple aging, when in reality, your vitamin B6 intake could be playing a part. Also, nerve damage is sometimes subtle until it's quite advanced, so you may not realize what's happening until the symptoms become hard to ignore. If you suspect vitamin B6 could be an issue, check your supplement labels for the exact amounts. See how much is already in your multivitamin or specialized product. If it's significantly above the recommended daily allowance, you might want to scale back or talk to your doctor. Stopping unneeded high-dose B6 supplements could relieve you of that heavy, tingling sensation in your legs. You might regain a bit of that lost steadiness, letting you move around with more ease. That outcome is well worth the effort of reviewing your daily intake and making appropriate changes. Up next is vitamin C, a nutrient you normally associate with colds and immune support. You might take a vitamin C tablet or chewable every day. It's water-soluble, which means your body usually flushes out what it doesn't need. At first glance, this might seem harmless, but in excessive amounts, vitamin C can contribute to kidney stones and other issues that ultimately affect your ability to stay active. If you develop kidney stones, you could face pain that keeps you off your feet, hindering your leg strength because you're not able to move around as freely. You could be overdoing it if you're popping mega doses of vitamin C under the assumption that it will keep you from getting sick. But vitamin C is also plentiful in fruits and vegetables such as oranges, strawberries, and bell peppers. Overloading on this supplement might bring side effects like stomach cramps or diarrhea. Those troubles can wear you down, draining the energy you need for your daily walks or for simple tasks around your home. If you're stuck indoors, exhausted or in discomfort, your legs lose out on the exercise they need. High-dose vitamin C can also interfere with certain medical tests, leading to misleading results. If you're dealing with specific health conditions, your doctor might need accurate readings to adjust your care plan. Throwing them off with too much vitamin C is not in your best interest. Plus, if you're taking other supplements, the combined effect can lead to an imbalance in how your body processes nutrients. This disruption can affect muscle performance, leaving your legs feeling weaker or more fatigued than usual. Another point is that a surplus of vitamin C can worsen conditions like hemochromatosis, where your body accumulates too much iron. Extra iron can deposit in various organs, creating all sorts of complications that might limit your mobility or overall comfort. By cutting out high-dose vitamin C supplements, you allow your body to find its equilibrium through a balanced diet. That approach usually provides more stable energy levels, which supports your leg strength in a more natural way. Last on the list is vitamin D, which is known for bone health and mood regulation. You might be surprised to see it included here because it's often praised for its role in preventing osteoporosis. But as with the others, you can get too much of it. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, which is key for strong bones. But an excessive amount of vitamin D can lead to high calcium levels in your blood. That condition, known as hypercalcemia, might cause muscle weakness, fatigue, and confusion. If your legs feel heavy or if you've been unsteady, elevated vitamin D levels could be a factor. Many people take vitamin D supplements without checking whether they already get enough from food and sunlight. It's a common misunderstanding that more vitamin D will always give you stronger bones. However, if your body accumulates too much calcium, you can develop kidney problems or bone pain. You might also experience frequent bathroom trips or an upset stomach, conditions that sap your energy. Even a slight decline in daily activity has a direct impact on your leg muscles, which rely on consistent movement to stay strong. Too much vitamin D can also affect blood pressure and heart rhythm. If you're dealing with any cardiac concerns, an overload of vitamin D might complicate matters. Feeling dizzy or lightheaded can lead to fear of falling, prompting you to walk less or skip your usual outings. That restricted movement may cause leg weakness over time. Another factor is drug interactions. Vitamin D supplements may clash with certain medications, changing how your body absorbs them or how they function. It's important to note that deficiency in vitamin D is common among older adults. Some people genuinely need supplementation to keep their levels in a healthy range, but blindly taking large doses can be detrimental. A simple blood test can determine where you stand. If your vitamin D levels are normal or high, reducing or stopping supplementation could help you avoid the negative effects on your legs. Once you control your vitamin D intake, you have a better chance of preserving muscle strength and staying more mobile. Now that you've seen the 5 vitamins that can weaken leg strength if overused, A, E, B6, C, and D, it's time to consider what steps you can take. Your best bet is to speak with a doctor about your specific needs. A good professional can conduct tests to see if you're low or high in these nutrients. It's not about avoiding vitamins altogether, but about achieving balance. Too little or too much of anything can tip your system off course. For your legs especially, that balance matters a great deal. Remember that your strength is not defined by one single vitamin. Exercise, hydration, protein intake, and rest all play huge roles in keeping you mobile. You can do gentle exercises like chair squats, leg raises, or short walks. Consistency rather than intensity helps you steadily build and maintain strength. It might feel frustrating at times, but small steps can lead to real improvements. If your legs have been sore or if you've noticed more frequent muscle cramps, you might want to reevaluate your supplement routine. You might also consider working with a physical therapist or personal trainer who understands older adults' needs. Staying hydrated is another point to keep in mind. Water helps transport nutrients and supports muscle function. Dehydration can make you feel weak or dizzy, which is not what you want when trying to stay steady on your feet. Keep a water bottle by your favorite chair, or make it a habit to drink a glass of water when you wake up. Combining that with a balanced diet that includes fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains often reduces the need for many extra supplements. If you enjoy spending time in the sun, moderate exposure can help your body produce vitamin D naturally. It's usually best to let your skin absorb sunlight in short intervals rather than sitting out for too long. Talk with a healthcare provider if you have questions about how much sun is safe for you. Some folks do need vitamin D supplements because they don't get enough from sunlight or food. The key is verifying your actual levels through testing so you don't risk overdose. Keep your living space friendly for movement, or clear away rugs or obstacles that could trip you up. Good lighting is essential, especially if you're worried about your legs giving out. A stable environment encourages more movement, which in turn supports better muscle health. You might also try a simple balance routine, like standing on one foot while holding onto a chair for a few seconds each day. Small, consistent efforts can bring progress without the risk of injury. If you enjoy certain hobbies, like gardening or swimming, those can help keep you active. Doing tasks you love makes it easier to get that movement in, rather than feeling like you're forcing yourself to exercise. Each minute spent being active adds up. Your legs respond well to regular moderate use. Listen to your body's signals. Soreness might be normal after a new activity, but extreme pain isn't. If something feels off, consider slowing down or trying a gentler approach. It's also wise to maintain social connections. When you share activities with friends or neighbors, you might feel more motivated to move around. You could join a walking group or participate in a low-impact class designed for older adults. The companionship keeps you accountable and makes the process more enjoyable. That consistent movement is one of the most powerful ways to keep your legs strong, no matter your age. Finally, check the labels on any supplements you own. Some might have multiple vitamins combined. You could be getting an unintended excess of vitamin A, E, B6, C, or D. If you're unsure, show the bottles to your doctor or pharmacist. They can help you figure out whether the amounts are safe. Avoid guesswork when it comes to supplements. Rely on professional guidance, especially if you have any chronic conditions or take prescription medications. A small change could save you from big problems down the line. Your legs provide freedom. They let you remain involved in the world around you. It's easy to think that more vitamins will always help, but overdoing certain nutrients can set you back. Cutting out or limiting vitamin A, E, B6, C, or D might be the turning point you need for sturdier leg strength. Take a moment to see what's in your cabinet. Compare what you see to what your body truly requires. A little bit of caution could save you a lot of difficulty. You want to move with ease and maintain your stability as you go through life. Shaking off the belief that more supplements are automatically beneficial is a good start. Don't let unnecessary pills drain your energy or weaken your muscles. Step forward with confidence, knowing you've made thoughtful choices. Discuss your specific situation with a healthcare provider who understands your concerns. Stay active, eat a varied diet, and savor the simple moments that keep you on your feet. By choosing a path of caution and awareness, you open the door to a future where your legs carry you through your day with steady purpose. There's no rush to make drastic changes without checking the facts, so take your time. Look into your supplement habits and see where you can pare down. Trust that your body appreciates balance as much as, if not more than, it appreciates abundance. Embrace a routine that nourishes your muscles, protects your bones, and aligns with your real needs. That wraps up this topic about stopping certain vitamins that could be sabotaging your legs. You have the power to keep your body in good shape by focusing on the right amounts of nutrients. You deserve to feel stable, strong, and ready to face each day. May your legs carry you well, free from the hidden burden of too many supplements. Keep moving, keep questioning, and keep taking the simple steps that lead to better health. Now, you can enjoy the benefits of a balanced life one step at a time without letting excess vitamins hold you back. Sometimes you might feel uneasy about cutting back on supplements. You might have seen reports praising high doses of certain vitamins or heard friends claim they swear by multiple pills a day. But your body changes with age, and what once seemed safe can become an obstacle. Paying attention to these shifts is a sign of caution and thoughtfulness. You can thrive with a simpler plan focused on balanced meals, gentle activity, and a measured use of supplements under your doctor's guidance. This way, you protect your muscles, maintain better posture, and nurture a sense of security in your daily movements. Your legs deserve that support, and so do you. Maintain balance, and your legs will thank you.